If you're watching this in the future or you're watching this now, before this I did a golf stream. We got 20 minutes in and it was running so slow. It wasn't my internet. We did a speed test. My internet is great, above the average. But also, like, speed tests only, work right as when your internet becomes amazing. So I don't know. But it was just slow and ball would just sit there and the screen would load. And that was basically the game that was being played. I'm gonna turn my light on so I can see. But hello, welcome to Minecraft. I'm gonna repeat the same things that I said in the last one, just in case, and I'm not even saying just in case. I know there's probably gonna be people who are gonna watch this one and not even try watching the golf stream because people don't like golf. And honestly, I can't blame you. When we were streaming, it was kind of boring because I've learned to speak while playing over the years, so golf isn't as fun. Because the fun part of golf was I was able to speak my mind and play a game that required very little brain power. And so I could talk about things I wanted to talk about, which is why I like streaming. And you still had something to watch. Because when I'm playing, my old excuse is when I'm playing a game, I'm focused on the game, so I'm either only talking about the game, or I'm quiet because I'm trying to play the game. I've pushed past that now. I'm better at speaking while playing. I'm not perfect, but I'm better at speaking while playing about the game and about other stuff. And last week, we did a stream that was just me talking about, all that's been going on. So, if last week I was talking about all that was going on and nothing happened this week, it was just pretty dull. And then mixing with the super slow whatever woos, it just wasn't fun. So now the question is, what do we do? I honestly don't know. Because my original plan was to do a stream on my computer, which I will not reveal yet because it is an original stream idea, and if anyone were to find out, they will steal my idea, and I will have to murder them. Oh, yay, unable to connect to world. But I had to do like a whole computer scan for viruses, and it's been scanning. I guess CubeCraft's just offline. It's been scanning for like 3.5 hours now, and is 72% of the way done. So, I couldn't stream on there, and then we did golf, and so this is the third plan. So I don't know what I'm gonna do, honestly. Yeah, I think CubeCraft's down right now. Oh, I came up with a fun thing to do when you're bored. So you start off a world, put yourself in creative, you just create a new world, okay? Trust me, it's fun. Trust me. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. I was making sure you could hear me. I don't even know if you could hear that, but it's checking the sound. So now you might think, oh, okay, what's this fun thing you're trying to show us? Well, if you make a new world, I usually just use oak planks. Give yourself you fill your inventory with items. Go to settings. I guess if you're in Java, you can just do /set game mode, blah blah blah. But say your game mode survival, and just literally pick one direction. So I'm gonna head in that direction, and you can just act like you're Technoblade or something, or Dream running in a manhunt, and just You know, you'll fail, of course. You know, you're not Dream in a manhunt, so I don't know how good I'll do on stream, but it's actually kind of fun to just kind of run around. Oh, actually, you're supposed to make it peaceful as well. Forgot to say that. Difficult, no, personal game mode. Personal game mode is, yeah, survival, but the difficulty peaceful. So now you don't run out of hunger either. And you can literally just run around and do stuff. And is try to use, what I would recommend is to get the most fun out of it is try using the blocks as much as you can and going on trees. So like that right there, I would never have been able to. Okay, but sometimes you do some pretty surprising stuff that you wouldn't think you'd be able to do. So yeah, you can just kind of run, and I like to like either put on a podcast or, you know, listen to music and run across the wild world of Minecraft. This is kind of like if you're really bored, because I've been kind of getting bored of Minecraft recently, and this is something that I just find fun to do. So if you like have have your, main Minecraft world, but that's not really entertaining you for whatever reason, you're just a little bored because maybe you've been playing on it a little too much, so it's not interesting. That's relatable. None of the servers seem fun because they literally never add anything anymore. So you're just playing the same stuff over and over again. And you're getting bored of that. I would recommend just coming here and doing something like this. And then when you're done, you can just log off and delete the world. And if you want to do another one, just create a new world and do the same thing because the setup is very bare minimum. And you get to see your progress over time. Especially when you start getting into a groove. I'm not saying I do this all the time, but it's still like when I'm bored. Nothing's really entertaining with me, no one's online. I'll just do this. Maybe to tell people that I'm ready to, that I'm ready to play. If anyone else wants to play, I'll go onto my our Discord server, which the link is in the channel description if that interests you in our Discord server. I don't know why I stuttered on that. But I'll go in there in the gaming voice channel and I'll just sit there, even though if no one's there, maybe put on a podcast quietly in the background and play. And if someone wants to also play, they'll join and be like, hey, what you doing in here? Oh, I got no one to play with. Oh, I can play with you. Cool. Alright, let's go. And boom, you just got an activity done, something else to do for a bit. Or people are just like, what is this guy doing? He's just sitting in the voice channel by himself, doing nothing. Sometimes I'll get our music bot to play something in there, and they'll be like, why is he listening to music to listen to when you feel lonely? Like, you guys are just sitting in the voice channel by himself listening to listen to this when you feel lonely. A slowed down playlist. Oh, look at the flowers. And sometimes if you can run into the ocean, when I do that, I just go in creative and fly across it. Or if you get these flatter parts, these can be kind of like a mood kill because there's no trees or anything to go on. Or mountains as well, you'd think they'd be fun with this, but they're not really as fun. You kind of just want to get in first. But usually when there's no trees, I'll just try doing something like this. where you like keep placing blocks under you. Of course, you have to stop once you start going uphill, but if you're like at a moment where you start going downhill, it's usually what I start to do. And one of the fun things about this is it's actually really does help your Minecraft skill. So if it's like, you know, servers aren't fun, you know, because sometimes they're gonna, you know, servers can have a lot of hackers on them, and that can get boring. So you don't want to play on them because, you know, you're either just gonna play against a really good person or a hacker or something like that, and that's kind of boring. You know, and you don't want to do this. You can do this, and it's kind of like practice in a way. It gets your reaction time up because you're you know continuously trying to look at the new environments and think how can I do that. But you can also still take your time so there's less pressure there. You know, if I want to, I can take my time and see where I'm gonna go. And you can mess up, and there's you know not a lot of. I guess there's more pressure for me right now because it's people are watching. Okay, that was terrible. Alright, see, we got 2 people watching, nice. I'm trying so hard to come up with new conversations right now. I don't know what to talk about, because I was going to do something else, but, you know, that didn't work. I haven't actually been in a spruce forest before. It looks like they're kind of bland, because they don't have very parkourable, that's a word now, parkour friendly, trees. It's hard to like place blocks around them and climb on them like you're a little monkey, because that's just not how they're made. Although I do like the trees. Themselves do look nice. Yeah, we'll swim over there. We can swim over there. Usually I go in creative, but we don't need that. We don't need that. Actually, I probably should have gone in creative. This is kind of slow. But there's like different variants that you could probably put to this as well. You could try like giving yourself speed, or I don't know, other stuff. It's just kind of fun. I've said this in previous streams, but I really like seeing the different Minecraft world generations. I don't know what it is. There's just something about like seeing how all of this can be randomly generated, and yet it still looks decently well most of the time. Of course, you know, it has its moments for the Minecraft generation, C generation can be kind of wonky. Oh, I wasn't expecting to make that. Alright. I don't know why. It was a very possible jump. But it's a very peaceful way to play the game just because oh, it disappeared. Just because you can just run around and do whatever you feel like. Oh, that's what happened earlier. I placed it under the oh no, it's just 2 block deep. Okay. Oh, I could probably give myself lily pads and then I could jump across water. But I'm not, because I'm a rebel. Um, as I was saying, it's very nice and peaceful mode because you can just keep running. And you don't have to worry about eating, killing animals on the way, you know, finding a way to get food. You know, taking damage really doesn't mean anything because you're not going to lose hunger. So you're just going to heal it straight away. I'm pretty sure you take less damage. And then you can also run at night, so it starts getting dark. You know, And I was still even like that when I saw the sun going down. I was like, oh, it's gonna have to stop because the monsters are gonna come. But they don't spawn in peaceful, so it's just very relaxing. Sometimes, actually, that's not yet, but my plan is that if I ever need to brainstorm something, I plan on just putting on music and going in this world because it's very, or not this exact world, but doing this thing, just giving yourself blocks, running around and placing them, just because it's a very relaxing experience to me. And I don't know why it is, but it just is. Oh, that was close. And I've surprised myself, like, how good I am at placing blocks like that. Like, of course, I'm not the best, as you've probably seen if you've been looking at what I'm doing. I thought I saw something. If you're looking at what I'm doing, I'm obviously not the best at doing this. But, you know, I'm much better than I thought I was. In consideration that I play on a PS4, which, or even controller in general. I always say PS4, but like it could apply to Xbox or other, not Nintendo. There's a Nintendo Switch. I don't know if that counts. Um, but it's very limiting, and it can be kind of annoying sometimes. You know, especially like when it comes to going online, just because there are slight disadvantages. So it's like, I don't know, when you're on mobile, like like, when it comes to those servers and PvP stuff, I don't think it's as fun to people on mobile because, loading a world, switching worlds takes a long time, so it takes longer to load, which gives literally everyone else in the world who's not playing mobile like an extra time to do stuff while you're waiting to load because, mobile devices aren't, it's pocket edition. It's made to fit in your pocket on your phone, so obviously it's not going to be as in-depth as the game, so it takes longer to load things. And so you have to wait more when you're, playing games. And then the PvP is obviously less because you got fingers all over the place, so you can't see stuff, and you gotta move around, and it's harder to turn and hit people and sprint and all of that. But like PlayStation and the other, it's honestly consoles in general, is like that perfect, not that perfect, is like all, like you can still like have a good chance of doing stuff, but I feel like you're still very much limited in what you can do because there's just very subtle things that do add up when playing against a computer player that just make it complete, just not fair, where it's like definitely if I, played computer, there's a lot of things would be easier. And it's not like huge things, like the difference between like mobile and computer or even console in the talk is there's a lot of things that are, different between them. But console and computer, like, they play very similarly, but there's just like tiny little things, like when doing like you can't jump and look at the same time. So you can't turn your head and jump at the same time on console. Which doesn't sound like much, but when you need a crit to do extra damage, on computer you can jump with your thumb and then move around and click with your hand, your right hand. So you can do those two things at once. So if it does come to that in a battle, critting, a computer player has the advantage on me. An experienced computer player. And if you, another thing with that is the clicking part too, is on console, I don't know how it is for Xbox or anything else, but you have to lift, and this sounds really weird to say, like you have to lift up your finger more, but it's true. You have to like lift up your finger off the trigger when hitting. So if you're trying to spam hit someone, you have to push it all the way down, the trigger all the way down and all the way up, which like I definitely sounds like I'm over exaggerating here. I'm not saying it's like this much huge different thing, and it's only like, you know, barely slower than a mouse, but like you could definitely click faster on a mouse than you can on a console trigger. And that slight advantage to a console player, which I can't name the amount of times I've been playing and some guy on computer Aiden, you know, just comes through and just clicks at the speed of light, because you know, if you've ever used a mouse before, you know that, like, you know, you can just quickly go down and go up like at insane speeds if you really try. And so when someone else can do that, it's just kind of like, you know, another thing that's not too much of a disadvantage, but it's like enough where it can be the determining factor in a fight. I guess this just turned into me listing that kind of stuff off. Let me think about other stuff. Oh yeah, the accuracy when it comes to stuff. People are more accurate on computer than they are on console, or at least on PlayStation. Again, I'm saying console, I'm trying to speak for all the console players, but I haven't played on Xbox before, so I can't say for them. And that's mainly just because of the joystick. In a computer, you have a mouse. So if you want to move a little bit to the left, you move your hand a little to the left. If you need to go a lot to the left, or let's just say upper left, that's where you're trying to get your mouse, you can move to the upper left. And if but you can control how much you move in that direction. In PlayStation, I either have taps or all the way. You know? So a computer player, they could just turn their sensitivity up, boom, they hear something behind them, quickly move your mouse a whole bunch and you can quickly turn around. This is me spinning at max, that's max sensitivity too. I'm on max sensitivity, and so it's kind of like, yeah, our options and accuracy are very limited just because it's all the way or you're not moving at all. And that can be really annoying sometimes. Or like, especially like when it comes to stuff like Hunger Games, Minecraft Hunger Games. Those can be really annoying sometimes because computer player can just move their mouse real quick and click everything when, like, let me see if I can. Oh, I could probably just see, that's pretty fast what we have there too, but it's not accurate because again, don't have much. It's the same thing with the moving the mouse with hitting people. Yeah, I can move fairly fast with it, but I have to move full speed. There's no slowing down or XC. So like I could be aiming, like I'll try aiming for this here, and you know, it's very easy. I don't know why I made a crafting table. I was gonna make a chest, but then I realized I can just use my inventory as an example. And so, off the top of my head, that's all I can think of. But yeah, there's just, you know, those tiny little things that, like, overall, they aren't a big difference, but they can be the deciding factor. But that's different, but it's still better than mobile, where it's, like, pretty much everything about it is, like, it's not a slight difference, and it's not the deciding factor. It's, like, pretty much, like, you play on mobile, like, unless you're playing another mobile player or it's a bow battle, you're pretty much gonna get stomped on. Like, the only two advantages I think there is on mobile is one, you can click anywhere on the screen and it will hit a person. So if you're in PvP and there's someone at your side, you can, like, as long as they're in your field of vision, you can click the screen and hit them. Which is, you know, can be used in a way, but it's also like you can't really turn, so all that person has to do is get out of your peripheral vision and, you know, you're like Superman and that's your kryptonite. But the other thing is, a bow is much easier to use, because again, all you have to do is just click the screen. Usually, like, you have to, you know, set up and aim and pull it back. On mobile, you just kind of click the screen and it goes there. Or at least, I think. It's been a while since I've played mobile, so I don't really remember how the bow system works. But I'm pretty sure it's like you just click on the screen. I still appreciate the two people who are watching. Ooh, out of planks. Appreciate the two people that are watching, because I honestly don't know what to talk about. I've been doing the same thing, but obviously it's not too boring if people are still watching. Okay, I was gonna place block there, but that didn't work. Hey, I don't think I've said it in this stream, but like, I woke up this morning and I like ran out of bed, cause I woke up, kind of, you know, got a little stretch in. I think I ate breakfast first, and I laid down and I was gonna go on my phone for a bit. And I think exactly what happened is I got a thing saying, oh, this person subscribed to your channel. I was like, oh yay, a new subscriber. I'm at 77 subscribers. That's cool. So, you know, I looked at them and then I went to my channel. I think I went to YouTube Analytics first just to see it there and like be like, I'm at 77, right? And then it said I was at 82. I was at 76 last night and then I went to 82 and I was like, hold up. So I went to my channel. I found out that these random 5-second clip of my cat that had no audio got like 900 views. I was not expecting. I don't know what I was expecting there. But like, this random video of my cat gets 900 views. It is the most viewed video on my channel. That happened overnight. I went to bed and I looked at the video. It was at like 7 views. I woke up and it was at 900. Almost like 100 views away from 1,000. Like, that just like blew my mind. So I like jumped out of bed and I was like staying in the house like, oh my gosh, this happened. And my parents are like, yeah, okay, be quiet. We got work. Blah, blah, blah. I was like, oh, okay. And then I tried making more videos, but they didn't get as popular. But that's okay, that's fine. They don't need to be. I just tried. But that was a huge shock, waking up and being like, man, I have 76 subscribers. Oh, someone subscribed. I'm at 77. Nope, I'm at 82. So yeah, that's been a nice day. Finally in the 80s in the subscriber count. I've been getting kind of jealous because I've been watching this very small YouTuber who also streams, and I'm friends with him on PlayStation, and he just hit 500 subscribers. And like, I've been seeing in my YouTube recommended, like, he's like, I can do community posts now, yay, blah blah blah. And I've been so jealous. Like, do you know how easy that would be for me if I could just be like, hey guys, not streaming today, you know, blah 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 happened. That would be so easy. Like, I guess I have the Discord server so I can say that, but you know, that's I don't know, it's different on the Discord server because it's only the, you know, what, 7 people that are in the Discord server hear that. If I have the community post, then Everyone knows that. So that was kind of jealous. But, you know, hopefully we'll get there someday. You know, if I can get 900 views, I can get 1,000. If I can get 1,000, then I can get 9,000. And if I can get 9,000, blah, blah, blah. Some weird speech there. Soon before we know, we'll be like Mr. Beast hitting 100 million. Because that's probable. That's sarcasm. But I'm like just surprised that like a YouTube short of my cat. I was like kind of mad too because it was like, well, not mad, but it's kind of like that's cool and all, but like I spent 10 hours editing the Minecraft Survivor Simulator, not Minecraft Survivor Simulator, the Minecraft not Minecraft, gosh, the Survivor Simulation video took me like 10 hours to edit. Not even counting the times, the amount of times we had to refilm that video because something was wrong every time. And then that Battlefield 5 getting a kill with every weapon video took unbelievably long to get ready. Because we had, let me think, what did we have to do? I had to first get every weapon in the game, which you had to max out every single class level to level 20, which is like an experienced player thing to do. You have to be really good at the game and put in a lot of time to do that. So then I finally had to get every weapon, and once I had every weapon, I had to obviously film it and get a kill with every weapon. But then once I did all of that, then I had to film it, and I was up so long, and I spent so much time on that video, multiple recordings. Like, that was the biggest video I had ever done, and it got 20 views. I'm gonna put myself in creative so I can fly across the screen. And then the best video on my entire channel. I was like kind of mad about it because it was a cringy video. The old one getting how to get a girlfriend, trying to get a girlfriend video. It was like kind of cringy, but it was still like I put effort into it. You know, we did the skits, like we had to, you know, get everything done for that, and I still had to edit the video. But the fact that my now most popular video is a video of my 5-second clip of my cat with no sound at all. I gotta make sure if this is an island or not, because I don't want to start jumping around if it's just an island, which it is. Yeah, so that was my rant. We went from 3 to 1 real quick throughout that rant. I don't know why. It's probably the creative thing. Let me restock my inventory. We'll travel around. That's like one of the like nice little piece of hope though. Like even though I was like talking about how the video wasn't, you know, I did put more effort into other videos that didn't do as well. In that video, I put very little effort in, and it did extremely well. It's still nice to know that like the YouTube algorithm can put my videos out there. It usually won't, but it can. Which is kind of nice to know, I guess. It's like a little bit of hope that maybe this channel will go somewhere. Oh, okay. And then nothing. Yeah, that's my rant about that. I don't really know what to do. Talk about now. Ooh, big mountain. Alright, I think this is mainland. Or this would be a really wonky island. This might be a really wonky island. No, I don't. Is it a really wonky island? I don't think it's a really wonky island. I think it's. Is it? Oh, this is. Okay, it does keep going. Alright. I didn't trust myself. Okay, we're back in survival. I'm hoping those people left because they wanted to see what this most famous video is about. New famous videos about. Hoo skills. I honestly used to think that move was impossible to do on console. And, well, I just did it, so. Oh yeah, I forgot to say why I started the whole, like, why PC is better than console conversation earlier. Or topic, not a conversation. Like you guys talk back to me. Okay. It was mainly just because, like, even though, you know, playing on PC or on computer would be, you know, much easier and better. I don't think I will, because I technically could if I want to. I could spend, you know, 20 bucks on the game and play on my computer. And maybe, you know, spend money and get Java as well. But I don't think I would. No, I'll make content, and if I, you know, I'll, you know, do games on my computer, you know, do videos while playing on my computer. But when I think it comes to Minecraft, I think I'll stick to PS4 just because it's, I don't know, it's kind of just like stuck to me, that it's part of me. See, what I gotta do is this scheme, is I gotta, like, to get myself popular, I have to somehow do something that will, like, give me the name of best PS4 Minecraft player, and then we start a beef with some other guy who's a PS4 Minecraft player, and then we get famous because we start having a beef with other people. And at the end of the day, like, the beef means nothing because, like, we both just want to play Minecraft and that's it. But, like, the world's like, oh my gosh, these two guys are, like, sending, I don't know, freaking tweets out or something about each other. They hate each other, and we're just, like, kind of like, yes, ooh. I feel like if I ever, like, if I were to be, like, famous and I would get in a beef with someone, I think that's, like, how it would be. I think people would try to, like, upplay what's going on more than what's actually happening. And meanwhile, we're just kind of, like, making an absolute meme out of it. And, like, some people are gonna be like, oh my gosh, these two guys, they're arguing, they're fighting, they're, you know, having a beef. And we're just kind of like, yeah, you're bad. Sounds like me. I guess there was that quote-unquote beef that happened with Aiden. That was so long ago and so forgettable. I'm just placing blocks to place blocks. Don't worry about it. Oh, hoo, 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 skills. Oh, I'd never done that before. Place at the side, not in front. Yeah, to anyone who's watching who might not know, I am I'm gonna say the exact message that I auto send to a bunch of different Discord servers begging for people to join. Hey, I'm recreating the TV show Survivor in Minecraft, but I need contestants. So if this interests you, please private message me. Bedrock. No realms, no servers. That's the voice that happens in my head when I'm putting down the auto message. But most people probably see it as, hey, I'm recreating Survivor in Minecraft. If you're interested, please private message me. Bedrock. No realms and no servers. But yeah, I'm doing that. You want to know how to private message me? Go to our Discord server that's in the channel description. There you can get updates on what's going on. Get in contact with me, Caden, and Aiden, the whole crew. You can talk to other fans, and sometimes I post pictures of Yang on there. So if you're one of the people that subscribed to the channel because you thought Yang was cute, go to the Discord server and you might be able to find more pictures of him. And my other cat Yin, who's a little camera shy, so I don't really have as many videos of her. Ooh, flowers. That's a lot of flowers. Alright, even though you're in peaceful, you still gotta take it slow sometimes. Ah. Oh, never mind. I was gonna see if anyone was like, "Hey, join the voice chat." No, this happened last week, and then Aiden literally kept leaving. I really don't know what to talk about. There's nothing been going on this week, honestly. Like, the most interesting thing is I found a man who was from Canada in America. But honestly, no one's here. So, I think I'm going to end it here because it's getting a little boring. I don't know what to talk about, and there's like one person watching. So I think I'm going to end it here. Thank you for watching. I do this every Friday at 8. If you're here watching in the future, then you probably already knew that. If you haven't already subscribed, like, blah, blah, blah. See you in the next episode. It's not an episode. Is it an episode? I guess it is. Goodbye.